All right, we're live. Gotta close out of a few things here. Dude, we had 5 viewers.
Sure.
Rats.
I mean,
That's pretty good.
three of them we know who they were.
Not three of them. Huh?
Oh,
You were in, right?
I was in.
It's just you and Jordan.
Okay.
Three were randoms. Three man wasn't in it anymore.
Right.
But also, he's just a chatter. I don't know him in real life. Let me hit up Jordan real quick. Okay, I'm getting 6,500 bit right now. Even though it said it was maxed out at 6,000.
Seems like it's running smooth at the moment. I don't have audio on. I can check
Um,
that.
I think it was just because the bitrate was limited. Because I didn't really change anything else. Just like out the gate, the bitrate was not great. Not good.
That's muted.
It's good now? Awesome. Thanks, Jordan.
Cool. That's what it was. If you were streaming like 720 30, right, it would have been totally fine, but you're not. Okay, so
Mm-hmm.
default cap kind of assumes that, like, I know people who output in 720p anyways when they're playing game stuff. The main reason being that most people don't watch it full screen on a computer anyways, and on mobile connections, high bit rate means it's much harder to watch on a shitty mobile connection.
I feel like that's like a very specific,
It
weird
is.
catering thing, though.
It is.
I'd rather it look good on PC.
Makes sense.
Because then also your VODs don't look
But
good.
it depends on what you're doing, I guess. If you're playing like, you know, mainstream game, I guess that people I know who did that were mostly playing like old school games, like retro games and stuff, where it doesn't need to be scaled up like right.
Yeah.
They're playing lots of like emulated like retro stuff. So I guess it made sense for their use case. They were playing almost all like, N64 games like that, and Game Boy Advance games.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, you're playing like a high res game. Like, I mean, that Fortnite's like super demanding, right? It's not. It's.
It kind of is, man. The more, like, they add to Fortnite all the time,
That's
so it's
true.
kind of getting,
But I'm supposed to be able to run on like potato phones. Well, not
it's
potato
getting a
phones,
little
but like
beefy.
mobiles. There's a lot of phones that are pretty beefy now too. You did make sprites for all 4 drinks, didn't you? Yeah.
I did.
Forgot about the apple. I found a copy of the whole folder of stuff, of art from the game over the Google Drive again, so it's like the updated versions of things that are in the game already. Back it up first, but like, because basically, the way they're named on there is named, I think they find them different in game because I've fought for conventions in game. They're all lowercase names, underscores instead of being capitals because
Mm-hmm.
unique weirdness to get because like we had that problem on the other game, right? Where it like would we name files and you change it, it doesn't update and it broke the whole repo until you read it, read and deleted it and re-downloaded it again, basically. We There's some stuff somewhere. Production pages.
Hmm. It looked better before. Rob.
Oh, nice. I like it.
Should anything else change with him? I don't really like the white on the bottom of the robe with like the white under part here.
Yeah, it needs a dark color of some kind.
Yeah, but it's like
I know we're limited.
we're so limited.
Something that's like like a blue on blue grays. Maybe that. It's pretty good.
Ooh.
That's pretty good.
I don't hate it.
I either.
I feel like it just looks weird though. It doesn't look too bad. We got to think. It's gonna be like this big.
Yeah. The 400%. If you want to be 100% accurate at the bottom, like it's 400% exact. Let me see it at 400. Actually, 400 is what we scale to. I believe. 200.
It's doing some weird shit there.
No, it's
That's 400.
It's 300 on screen. Okay, yeah. So it's pixel perfect. It's when you mouse wheel. You're still in the box, so it's mouse wheel.
Yeah.
That's all. Yeah.
I just
You're
zoomed
trying to do
in.
it that time. Okay. Yeah, I think 300 is where it's going to be at exactly on the.
Yeah, that was intentional. The last one.
I was looking at the bottom, and I was like, oh, it's.
I mean, I could do like we could do this color, but I feel like that's worse. Or we can flip them. That's even worse. Okay, so pink in this or like this blue color?
I like the blue better.
Okay. Um,
Maybe, are you trying to be realistic or ridiculous though about the kink? The question.
I don't I don't hate the blue.
He's to walk in and then like he gets to his position and then his abs go red and the whole life.
I kind of don't like the white down here.
Maybe the lightest gray that we got. Let's take it too. Hmm.
It needs to be white. It needs to be like pure white. We can do like we can do something down here.
Where's our coin? 16 by 16 coin. 30 and 8 box, not a center.
I just have this little line down here. How do you feel about this? Like just a little bit of detail down here.
Would that be in the black color?
I mean, I don't know what
Probably. You'd rather a gray,
it's like. I mean, if it's gonna be there, I feel like it has to be black. But it's kind of
Okay.
like getting to be a lot of black.
That's true.
Maybe nothing goes here.
Resizes. Oh, what's it? We can't resize. Resize the container. I mean, a small coin here, the big coin.
Okay. So yeah, we're at 6,000 bit rate. It should be fine. It should be good. Um, I don't think I said anything here. 14 and a half minutes in. Oh. So we had a little stream mishap here from when I rebuilt my computer. So if the first part of this footage is not usable, um, this is it. We're starting now. And if it is usable, I'm gonna cut this part out.
Fix it in post.
Fix it in post.
Fix it.
Uh, I'm rocking with the king for now. He may change later. We're gonna save him. Yeah, that should be good. Um, should I work on the wanted board?
Do you think means does like change it again? I mean,
I feel like it
it looks
needs.
fine to me.
I feel like it's too small, and if we scale it up,
I mean,
I feel like it should be like that amount of space on the left, but it should be to the edge,
okay, I'm
basically.
just thinking about font stuff though too, because that font's 8 pixels right now. You have to scale 16 or something
Well,
between.
we're changing the font though.
If it's still a pixel font though, we have to scale an even amount most likely. So if I go to the next font up, right, which is gonna be pretty big. Go to 16. Main label.
I feel like the art looking.
That's gonna be the text size. If we go up to the next font size, we can do.
But the art looking better should be the primary thing, and then we just make the font afterwards. I think that's a good size.
Yeah, so it's legible and stuff.
That's a good size font.
Let's get everything up now though.
What do you mean?
Like with the icon here too. Like these pages are this whole thing has to be bigger. These pages have to be bigger as well. No way around. So we have to redo the whole layout of that. Which is fine, I guess. But
It just feels way too small to me.
it does. It's an upgrade screen. It should cover more.
There's nothing else going on.
We can't scale it to 1.5 because it's perfect stuff. We can only scale it by 2, which is too big by far. Right? Once we get rid of the background. Which, we don't want to do at the moment. Because if I scaled up to 2 times, right?
What is the exact size of that? 310 by 200?
Yes. Because then we could, like, I don't want to move it, but, like, do like that. But then we're cutting off, like, that fits on the screen. Wait,
Is 310 by 200 the size of the tavern without the back room and without the UI elements?
I'm not sure. But yeah, this is what it would look like. Like, we could not show more of it than this. If we scale it 2 times. Which is not ideal.
Mm-mm.
It's too much, obviously.
Yeah. If you can get me like the exact size,
That's like, we had it really good, though. That's why I'm, like, annoyed, right? I know you drew it. I didn't, but it's so fucking annoying that, I think it looks really good, but we can't keep it.
I think it looks really good too. Um, it's unfortunate, but if we have to remake it, we have to remake it. That's all it is. And you don't even have the updated one.
I don't.
No.
That's the grass and stuff.
Yeah, but it.
That's the grass, and I don't have that one. Yeah, I don't have that one. I did not see a one on board for you when I looked.
It's in there now.
Okay.
It was on my
Drive.
backup drive. Okay, so can you get me like the
we need to figure something out because our game resolution doesn't work very well as it is. Our game can't full screen without scaling poorly right now. I tried because our resolution is not divisible by an even number in the 720 or 1080p. So we can't even full, like, I was playing around with that the other day. We can't full screen the game without it making the pixels get distorted right now. So we might need to adjust the game resolution entirely, but that means adjusting the timer size possibly too, which is a pain. Yeah,
Mm-hmm. I understand.
we need to figure that out. I think. Because that's one of those like US things you don't think about, right? But there's a full screen option. Obviously, you have to have some kind of graphics options.
You know what we should do?
What?
We should just do half of 1080p and just double it.
Well, then it gets the game needs basically the game the window resolutions need the random resolution needs to be half of 1080p, right? Or 2/3 of 1080p. Right now, our window runs at. Let me give you the exact numbers. The window before you scale it is 512 by 288 right now, which is kind of a weird size to begin with, but that matched the Tavern originally, right?
Mm-hmm.
If we scale that by 3 at runtime, which gives you 1536 by 864. That times 2.5 is 1080p, I believe. Something like that. Or is it times 1.5 maybe? But we can't scale up the game by half a not full number, or it distorts the pixels almost.
Yeah, it distorts it.
Yeah, low res, pixel perfect stuff.
What's the size of Stardew Valley?
But it says you want it to be, right? Because
it isn't any size you want it to be, but
their viewport doesn't scale the game at all. The game's the same size regardless. When you see more of the game when you have a bigger viewport on Stardew Valley. So when you full screen Stardew Valley, you still see the same size of character on the screen, right? It's just you just see more world around you.
Okay.
It doesn't work for it works for that game because you're running around.
Because it's an open world.
We're on one screen that doesn't move right now, at least.
Yeah. And even then, I don't think that's in scope to make it not do that.
I mean,
so what would an ideal like aspect ratio be?
It should be 16:9 ideally, which is.
It should be 16:9.
1080p or 720p. I was thinking
But shouldn't we divide it by 2? Like oh my gosh. I can't type. Jesus. 1920 by 1080.
Our game is 1.5 times that number, I think, right now.
$480.
Where our width right now is 512. We have to lose width. We have to lose screen, like lose cyber size. So that means easily more than 512.
Then we have to go to 960.
The scaling. So
yeah, it's like
our base resolution can be that divided by 4, no problem, right? Our base resolution can be that divided by 4. Our base resolution. No, it can't, because it's less than 512, so it can't be. So a third of it would be. Is a third of it even divisible? It's not divisible. I forget it. It is
640.
So 640 by 360 might.
640 by 360
might be our ideal.
And then we just multiply everything by 3.
Because
that's odd scaling, though.
But by 4, it is odd. I mean, the Windows version would run like that, but if you full screen the game, it runs at 1080p.
Yeah.
As long as it evenly can scale up to that.
Yeah. Which means essentially any monitor, it would just be multiplied by 3.
If you look right now to run the game, does it just run it normally, right? Let's run the game right now.
So
this is a full screen. Oh, that's not true. Like right now, your shoulder gets kind of weird. Like, see the pixels are bigger there. It doesn't stretch exactly perfectly. It's enough for it, like, you can tell it's off on the pixel perfect characters, right? The lines on the left are thinner than the lines on the right.
Yeah.
If you scale back to normal, it's not. Well, it's still kind of like that. It's hard to tell.
It's pretty hard to tell.
Weird. I messed around with it before. I definitely did some weird stuff that made it screw up the resolution. I mean, right now, what it does actually to do it cleanly right now is it adds these little black bars on the side, right? So if you go to a non-center resolution, it actually.
Yeah, it like corrects it.
Does that.
which that's fine.
If you full screen, of course, I don't have a full screen truly enabled right now. If you run the game full screen, that was weird, right? But I can do that right now. I can do project settings, make it run in full screen.
So is there a problem with doing it by 640 by 360? That's not that big of an adjustment.
It's not.
It's not a super big adjustment.
Is that divisible by 16 still? That's the tile size, right? It has an even number of tiles. We based it on tile size originally instead of like anything else. 40.
40, and then
That's definitely divisible. No, it's not.
it's not.
Not that vertically it doesn't have to be exact because we have US at the bottom, I guess. In any case, we can still redo that in like high resolution. It's not. Don't assume it's going to be full screen, right? Don't assume it's going to take up the whole screen.
What do you mean?
It can be bigger, right? But it doesn't need to be like big enough for the whole screen, right?
You talking about this?
Yeah.
Like the wanted board?
Also, I forgot why you had that version of it, but it doesn't matter that much, I guess.
Well, it's getting
I'm trying to
remade
think-
anyways.
Yeah, I'm trying to think the best way to do it. So I don't want to like adjust everything and change it back again later, right?
It definitely needs to be able to be 1080p, so we're going to have to adjust that. But it's divisible by, 2, 3, or 4, right? It's just like which one do you want? 3 is the closest to our current size.
So we're doing because that's what we're doing right now. We're scaling that by 3 after we set the resolution. We set it to fast by 288 because that's where our tile sets happen to be for the original Tavern version. That's what we kept it at.
Mm-hmm.
That might be a default. No, it's not default. We changed it. But we scaled it by 3 in the window it runs in. Scale by 3 is 1536 by 864. What's that by 1.5? Is
Divided by 16. Okay, 1080 divided by 2 divided by 16 doesn't work out to an even number either. It's actually worse. It's 33.75. So you can't divide it by 4 either. I think the answer is 3. And we just 1920 by 3, 1080 by 3, 640 by 360. I think that's the answer. And if that is the answer, I can start working on a wanted board that's close to that size. Huh?
That probably makes sense. Like if you change it right in a second, it's gonna look weird, but
What is the current size of this?
that it's 310 by 200.
310 by 200.
I don't know how we got that size. We did some math to get that size, but
That's
I have
such
no
an-
idea what math we did.
That's such an odd size.
I have no idea what math we did to get there. We did some math.
I remember drawing
We
lines.
drew lines. We did math, and this doesn't make it. I don't know why. Why do we even get? I don't know why that was because it's the initial thing either.
What, the 512 by
I
288?
think we drew a tavern and then said, "Oh, the tavern's that size. We're gonna make it that size." Pretty sure that's the logic that went into that.
I don't think we just drew a tavern.
We drew a tavern first before it even had functionality.
Oh, you're
we
right.
drew it in
No, you're
tile
right.
editor
You're
before we
right.
even had it.
It's 512 by
We just drafted
288.
it out with tiles. Remember before we had any collisions or anything.
Yeah. Because we weren't thinking about like a long-term
No,
game project then.
we had 2 weeks to bust
And
it
now our
out.
resolution is 5. So originally, because this was a game jam game that we really liked the idea for, and then it started all of this. So, but it's 512 by 288, which doesn't scale
That
evenly
makes no sense.
for
Phrasing.
1080p at all. It adds like black borders on the sides, and it doesn't scale the pixels evenly. So
It needs.
we need to change the aspect ratio of our game, and potentially redo the layout of the tavern. No, we have to redo the layout of the tavern. There's no way
If we're not
around
gonna add
it.
anything around it, right? If we're not gonna add any outside like visibility of like grass or anything, which we could do. I kind of like how it is though. I kind of like it
I
not.
kind of like how it is
Yeah.
too.
We okay. How many tiles is if you go to the width you said 640? How many tiles fit in that? 16 by 16.
40.
tiles. Right now it's 512. 5, 1, 2, 16, 32. So we have 8 more tiles wide if we do that. That's like the annoying part, right? We have 8 more tiles width.
Which is going to make the game actually smaller. It's going to make it pixel perfect, but it's going to shrink everything.
It'll fit. It'll add the gray border. It'll add the black borders at first. I was like, I mean, I can change it right now and change it back.
No, I mean like right now if your screen's maximized, the actual images and everything is bigger than what it would be in a 40 tile scenario because it's shrinking everything to make it fit on the same screen.
Let's see. I'm trying to think. If I change, there's some logic to something I did here. Let's see. What's 512?
We don't have to fix the aspect ratio right now.
No.
We can fuck
Yeah,
around
yeah.
with something easier and think on this for a week.
Yeah. We can figure it out though, for sure.
So
We could do. I mean,
I should hold off. I should hold off on the wanted board
going,
then.
but yeah, we can't really do that if we're gonna change the whole size.
I can't. Yeah, I can't. We can't edit the wanted
That was
board.
that. I mean, instead of adding into the game here, it's change that font size. But you're right. That font size was too small, anyways. For like something so important. Right?
That font size looks good.
Yeah, half that was not good because it was too small on the screen.
I like the way that looks though.
That looks very good. We need more space though for.
Well, the
That would
actual
be a standard
borders,
for two,
the actual
probably.
thing's gonna be bigger though.
Page is gonna be bigger too. They're gonna have to be because we need to put an icon here. So,
Well, yeah,
bigger than
the
that.
page and the board,
Yeah.
the whole board is gonna be bigger, but that size font should be good.
So if I change this one too, is real quick to 16 as well. Makes it giant. You can fix that.
Do we need a bigger version of the coin? Is that what you said?
No,
We don't need a 32 by 32 version.
the coin's fine. I use 8 by 8 already on the way it's scaled up here, anyways.
Oh,
I mean, I won't have to now. I can use 16 by 16 for scaling up the font. Why is this doing some weird shit?
man, I kind of like actually really want to remake the wanted board. Like it's gonna stay the same, but like I'm gonna have to remake it. It's gonna look the same though. Might even have some more details.
Good.
40 tiles feels like a lot.
You know, 8 more tiles wide we have right now. I don't want the redesign around that though. There's something else that I forgot to determine for. I think I determined that it's scaled in 720p somehow, some way. But scales in 1080p. It's fine. Right. That's it.
Well, the 1280 by 720 is still a 16 by 9 ratio.
Yeah, it's still the same ratio.
It's the same ratio. Yeah, that's a lot to think about.
So it's like that's all the stuff. Like some of it just is like not the game design, right? It's just like all the little things you have to
It's the
consider.
logic.
Like
It's the
all
logic.
the little things you have to consider that are not even tied to the game itself, right? Like make sure it scales to the screen resolution. It needs to scale 1080p because it's the most common resolution by far still. The Steam survey recently said like 90% or plus had 1080p screens still.
Well, yeah, most people have 1080p screens. I mean, 2 of these are 1080p. I just have one that's not. And that one over there is 1080p.
So is this. Everything else.
So is your laptop.
Actually, it's more than that.
Is it?
I got my raw band. It's 1080p, but it's like some crazy refresh rate though.
Oh,
I think it's 240 refresh rate. It's ridiculous.
that's crazy.
That's why this game's making the fans go, is because it's running at 240 frames per second for no reason. That's why the fans are on for our game, our little game. The fans go on in this thing.
Yeah, that's crazy. You're building
It's not capped.
making a pixel art game that's like 75 megabytes, and your fans are going nuts.
It's
240 frames per second.
no reason.
Yeah, for literally no reason.
It runs at 60, technically.
Why don't you cap it?
Well, it's capped at the refresh rate. Basically, it has VSync on. So my home computer, it caps at 100. My main
But
monitor, it
shouldn't it only use those resources if it needs it?
still runs at that many frames.
Why?
I didn't cap it.
Well, you don't have to cap it. You just...
But that's be like the user's decision. Like the default setting should default to VSync on, so the max refresh rate.
Dude, I need some bourbon. You want to take a little bourbon break?
I mean, I won't say no to bourbon.
Okay. I have to get up super early and go to the doctor, so... And it's giving me a headache. All right, guys, we're going to take a 2-minute bourbon break. I'll be right back. Be right back. Okay, we are back with bourbon. I mean, I don't know. I was gonna say something stupid, but then I realized that the stupid thing also wasn't going to be funny, and then I was like, what's the point? If it's not smart and it's also not funny,
What is it? Even
what is it? Like you're just yapping at that point. Um, okay. God, I really like the hammer. I know it's such a stupid thing to like, Rob.
Yeah.
Like the
Right
shading
side.
on this, it looks so good on the hammer. You said you like the honey pot?
Pretty.
Pretty sick.
So also,
I
yeah,
like the boot. I feel like the boot looks
yeah,
good.
it's good too. So over here, on mine, so we use the big coin now that we're using the bigger font. So we use the bigger
Yeah,
coin.
yeah, definitely.
It's the man see that is.
But there's no reason in doing that.
I'm just messing with it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Look at that. That's pretty. It'll be a bigger page. That'll fit pretty well. You run that. Run the games.
Mhm.
So yeah, once it's bigger page, we'll have an room icon in the middle. Pretty icon, of course. But not that much bigger, right? We need to see 2 lines of text, but we need some more.
I think it needs like.
I'm sure as we need to.
I think like. Oh yeah, I'll share. That's a good idea. Hello, listen. Okay, there we go. Cool. Um, so this is what it looks like right now in the game. It does look a little blurry, but it might just be the stream.
It's the stream.
Okay. I'm thinking that we need this amount of space on the left to show like upgrade history.
Right.
And I think it should be about this high off the ground. Upgrade
Like,
history over
You
here.
can see all their stuff on this page too. You can see your earnings for the day somewhere on the screen still. Like we're gonna see the earnings in the previous screen, right? It's gonna go like, here's how much money you made, turning money into the thing, throw the coins going into the money pouch or the chest, right?
It should be about this much, like almost exactly. And then from this corner, I think it should just grow to the corner.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean?
Leave the bottom
like from here,
for some stuff.
leave the bottom and leave the side. And then upgrade. And then if we do like a mobile version, we just pull this. And this is just phone sized.
Yeah. It's changed how the icons show up, something like that, like the smaller ones across the top or bottom or something.
Well, yeah, like it would just zoom in basically on the existing scene.
Right.
But we need to make sure that the aspect ratio is right.
First, before we
that's the primary thing. But if we're even discussing something, we need to make sure that our systems aren't going to have to be completely redone because then you're making it so that that's not a possibility. Yeah. Like we might build it.
Have multiple screens, so it's a pain in the ass.
We might build it to be compatible, and then still not even do it.
Right.
It's giving yourself the option. But I think this needs to. I'm thinking like 1.4, like 40% bigger, like a little less than half. And like enough to give you like
keep those fonts. We need to be able to
enough. You should be able to fit. You should be able to fit 4 words instead of 2.
Yeah. And the money will look better like that. Because right now it's cramped. You can't go more than 3 digits without breaking right now because there's not enough room.
I think it needs to be like 40 or 50% bigger.
We go over here and change that number right to like something crazy. It's gonna break. Yeah. But yeah, right now it's just pulling. I made a separate scene for each upgrade page, which will be dynamic. Then this menu just has those, and I can hide them. The background still has all the defaults behind it still.
I mean, I know you. I kind of like the font that I have for the Boots of Hermes. I think it's just built into Aseprite though.
Was that text built in? Was that a font built in that you typed out?
I'm pretty sure.
Also, I have another font that might be good that I discovered the other day.
Really?
I don't have it saved on this computer.
Like this right here, I like this font. With this like cost down here kind of thing.
Right. I would put this a king icon instead of the
Yeah,
instead of the back.
I just
But,
I like the way this looks.
right.
Even like this gold down here. Like the font just looks good. And then I also did the same thing with wait no I
You drew
hand
that one.
I
Yeah.
drew this.
You drew that.
That's drawn on. I wonder if I take this and I just do because like
Just scale it. Is there a do sprite size? Yeah. And then
percentage.
change up to 150, 140, something like that. It's gonna break the shit out of it. Yeah. Those must be separately put in anyways. SAS is probably good at that point, but yeah. Again, it's good your text too. The text would not scale up anymore. It would be the same still. You probably have to hand draw it again though. I mean, you can have it as reference, right?
Look at the grapes, dude. It just messes them all up.
Yeah. Because unless you scale it exactly to 200%, you're not going to get clean scaling.
Well, these are icons that are separate
Yeah,
assets.
separately.
So all I have to
Those
redraw
could be the
is
same size still, though.
this entire scene here is what I need to redraw.
Yeah, just the entire scene.
So should I do it at but should I do it at 150 and like go ahead and do it?
We should figure out the size stuff first. I seem to think on that. I don't have an answer right this second.
Okay.
I do the exact resolution.
Well then
stuff. Again, it just the game design and game dev part is fun. All the little technical things you have to get right for it to work on different screen sizes and UI work.
it's a gigantic headache.
UI is not fun when you're targeting one screen resolution, much less several.
I really want to work on like a big animation kind of thing.
Like cutscene type stuff.
Like cutscene type stuff.
Like
Because I'm kind of tired of drawing characters. I really don't like drawing characters.
I don't like drawing. That's not there for me.
I kind of do want to make a Viking though. There's definitely going to be a Viking. But the only thing is the Viking's going to look a lot like the king, just like pale as hell, like gigantic ginger beard with like white or like a blonde, like braids all the way down, horned helmet. You know what I'm saying? Straight out of Norway kind of look. But he's going to be a little more chiseled, I think. Okay, actually, what's going on with the scaling? What is this? Okay, it looked weird for a second. This guy's gonna have more of a square head. And he's gonna be super tall. Actually, he can't be super tall. I need room for the horns.
Right.
So he's gonna be short.
I'm gonna look at.
I mean,
what you're doing character stuff here.
it's okay that he's gonna be short. Like it's not that big of a deal.
Players are completely based around that resolution because they only be the same because the way it does like the item positionings like that. We're gonna have them hold the drinks. They use the same rig for both the player and the NPCs. They could. They can't be tall right now. Once I fix the Y sorting, which I'm gonna do once I have to get upgrade the 4.3, that might be doable. Right a second, it's not gonna work right in the engine, so I can fix that. Just not right a second, and switch over to 4.3 because right now the way it does the Y sorting is broken.
When he comes in, can he say Hinga Dinga Durgan?
Mm.
SpongeBob does it.
He can do anything, but should he?
He can do anything. SpongeBob does it. It's not bad. He needs to look. I don't know. I want to make him look a little bit like the Crimson Chin. I mean, just like he's gonna look yoked. Looks awful. I'm really just like screwing around with face shapes. But I want him to. He's gonna be smaller so that I can make his horns bigger. he's
A
gonna.
dwarf.
He's gonna be so short, purely because I want his horns to be gigantic.
Yeah, good.
And
Like,
he's not gonna have a shirt
show
on,
character though, right?
huh?
Like where he's like half the height of the same. He's like a little tiny guy, but he's got a giant ass helmet.
Mm-hmm. Well, I have to have room for his abs, though. It's the
That's
problem.
true.
But
Little stub feet.
he can be like.
Yeah. Make him a dwarf. He comes in like this orders like rocks.
He orders rocks.
He rocks, you know.
They don't eat rocks.
Oh, it's a stereotype, isn't it? Dwarves eat rocks.
Are these horns big enough?
Maybe.
And then, damn, look at the horns on that man. Yes, Viking. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Ladies.
Ladies. And then I really wish I had more space to work with. That's like the main. That's like my main issue that I've been running into, man, is just not having enough
Just means
space.
to increase the resolution. You have to redo all the pixel art twice the resolution. This is, I guess, the fun but not fun part. We set limitations for ourselves on this that are now kind of a pain in some cases. But also, if you make it, it needs to match all the other art as well. So it's like weird to redo stuff to Look at that. For those abs.
Blur it.
I say for Twitch.
It is definitely safe for Twitch.
I say for Twitch.
Twitch has a whole section where they show off ladies in hot tubs, and they don't care because they make tons of money from it.
This guy's got the hottest abs on Twitch.
Hold on. They need to move though. It looks like an alien right now. I need to redesign it. I'm thinking like they just need to. Oops. Like it needs to be like here. Dude looks ridiculous. I don't like him. It looks like a fake like torso.
It is.
It just looks so fake. It looks like one of those punch.
Okay.
It looks like the punching dummies from like karate class.
He's gonna he went to Party City to get a Viking outfit or whatever it is.
Jordan said, "I'd buy that Viking a drink." Okay,
He got that Viking throw some spirit Halloween.
he did get the he has a muscle shirt on. He can't be this jacked.
Unless
He can't be this jacked. It looks goofy. It looks mad goofy. I kind of want him to have like an axe in his hand too.
that'll be modeled separately.
Is it?
We can. Like they're gonna be able to hold stuff, so why not?
Oh, you're right. And
Yeah,
then I
guess
don't
he's
have to
right.
fit it in the
He
damn
doesn't care
model.
about the confines of the character.
Okay, awesome. Hell yeah. Okay, I'm gonna make an axe after this.
That's not in there right now, but it's on my list to do next for like character stuff because I want the people to hold their drinks when they're drinking them.
Yeah.
It's whatever. So you know they've been served already. They've got their drink until they're done drinking their drink. They're gonna chill. What else do I do right now? I'll probably go ahead and commit the stuff I did for the upgrade menu so far, just so it's there. Then we can go back to that.
Just like a stupid big beard. Should they walk around just like flexing one arm? Like the other one can hold something, but the other one's just constantly flexing. Oh my god. Bro.
We get the one up board again, but yeah, we can't even like kind of even like work a background if it's gonna change that. Like you made the version with the background town, right? But
Mhm.
like if you're gonna if it's not full screen, that doesn't gonna make any sense anymore about redoing like the hills and stuff to make it make more sense, right?
Well, the hills are gonna get redone anyways. The hills were just
I
us
know we just
fucking
do a bit.
around.
But like the perspective is be a little bit different because it's gonna be like taking up more or less screen. I don't know.
Well, it's
Like
gonna take up more percentage of the screen.
you
But
drew that under you drew that under the assumption that we made it the right resolution,
yeah,
or it was like, oh, we didn't.
yeah. No, everything has to be redrawn. I've accepted it.
I mean, you have that work reference, and you can
It really sucks, but that's
like
just how it
the
is.
scaling of all the text and stuff can be the same. So your wanted picture of the dude, that can be exactly as it is. It just needs to be more spaced out. Cause that's the thing. We're having the same size of font and same size of icons that are there right now. So we just need more real estate, right?
Yeah.
So as long as the board itself is bigger, you can basically keep all the wood exactly the same, just about. Just make them longer boards, and keep your base stuff the same pretty much, except for spreading out more. And keep your little note and your wanted thing exactly the same. Add some extra things that are bigger, maybe as extra decoration. Still a pain. That's one thing where it's like for a pixel art, it's a lot more tedious than like a model, right? A 3D model, you can just stretch it out, right?
Yeah, you're right.
This you have to read.
The hell's going on out there?
It's like EMS.
EMS.
Or some other trick of lights. I mean,
Hmm. Give me one sec, guys. I'm gonna walk outside real quick. I'll be right back. Okay, we're back. Um, you, you holding Nezzy in the camera? The kids. I feel like he has to have nips. It doesn't like nothing else fits. Like, does this look fine?
it's pretty good.
I like his face. Okay. Um. Tell me what tell me what you think. His arms like do this too. I feel like it's too much of the same color right here.
Probably.
Like there needs to be, he needs to be a little bit different shade. Maybe just his arms or his hands. I really want like make him have detailed muscles, but it's so stupid hard in like this level. Like I would love for him to look like this. Let me show you guys. I would love for him to, just I don't want to inspect it. I want to pull it out. I would love for him to look like this. Um or like maybe he could, oh shoot. How do I do this without saving the image? It's fine. We'll just save it as a PNG. It's worth it. This guy right here. This is peak human evolution.
You may not like it, but this is what the ideal
You may not like
male
it,
body looks like.
but this is what the ideal male body looks like. Like tip top shape, 100%. This is I spend every single second either in a Planet Fitness or
Thinking about going to
eating
a
like a
Planet
acai fruit bowl. What's up?
that are thinking about going to a Planet Fitness. You're not at one.
When I'm playing my metal music in the gym, that's what I'm thinking about. I keep filling him in. I think it may look, but then it just looks like regular boobs.
I don't think a big gay man is gonna set up for that without marking our game as adults. He would be like, I like this too much for it to be not labeled.
I think that's better.
The scaling's wrong on this, but it's pretty good. The here on the add the honey picture just to test, which right now it's not the right size, right? But like,
Oh, hold on. Um, I don't hate it.
It's pretty good.
I don't hate it.
I like again, like the coloring on the hands is a little bit weird. Like if you can't too much of the same color. The head and the beard look really good.
Well, the hands are a different color from the body,
Right.
but I can flip those. Like I can make this color the body color and this color the hand color. But I don't think that's better. I don't think it's worse either, but do you want me to flip over to your screen?
Sure. Because it's like the US screen. I mean, obviously we have to redo it, but like this is what. Right. That looks pretty. You free have it on the around the window.
Well, I was only on the window so that I could show off the buff people in my Google search.
Right. So yeah, that's like assuming we had gotten the scaling and stuff right, which we didn't, right? Like that's the same upgrade. Obviously, it would be the same upgrade, but it looks pretty good for what it is. It just is. I feel like. I feel like that font is too small for something so important on the screen, for one. Right?
Well, the font's too small, and we have to increase the wanted board size. Like, I need to redo the whole art for that.
And we need more. For the font to be bigger, it has to have more space in both directions on each page, too.
Yeah.
Sure. Now, the icon's going to stay exactly like it is. We want to be able to put a bigger font above and below it. And still have some room to breathe, right? We don't want to be like cramped.
Mm-hmm.
Like, this is pretty good. But yeah, I think it's lacking. Like, we could leave it like this, technically, right? But, like,
It's just
not the best use of screen real estate. And
it's just a sizing issue.
And we can't, like, put more thick text in a good font. Like, I feel like the text needs to be bigger. Like we had it, of course. We're going to have it. But we want to do 16 points or 8-point font on both the price and the name of it. So we definitely need that, probably at least 30 to 50%, somewhere to 30 to 50% more, like, space.
Yeah.
On his page, and then the board would go up accordingly with that. The board could also be bigger. The board could also be, as big as it can be, because we can, like we mentioned before, we can put the 3 pages not exactly in a row if we wanted to as well. If we felt like it, making it more like an organic, like, board with a pin to it, we could position those randomly on the board.
Well, then you have even less.
That's true.
Usage of real estate.
You have to have more stuff to fill it. That is, you have to have more little random things that could appear on the board, like.
Yeah.
But you don't, like, random stuff, like.
I kind of like just the hammer and, like, contract kind of thing over to the left, and the wanted poster. I feel like it would get too busy, or there's too much clutter.
That'd be interesting to have it, like, random as what's on the board on each, like, end day. That's exciting. I think it's just random, like, random little fluff things, right? But, like.
Well,
like, what if that one poster doesn't always show up on the board at the bottom? There could be a different picture sometimes. It could be like.
I like the idea of he's always wanted and he's never caught. You know?
Ooh. Elusive. You visit your tavern almost every day, but, like, you can catch them because,
We really need to figure out the sizing issue. I feel like we can't do anything until we get it done.
Yeah.
Look at that Gizmo. Look at that Moid. Look at that Gizmo. Yes. Toe beans. Toe beans. Okay. We probably should wrap up in the next, like, 30.
Yeah, probably.
I'll
save that so just for now, just so I guess it's not in the show still, but just so it's there. But sprites in there while I write it, just so they're there. I had to put them in there yet. Let's see.
I'm not sure what else I can work on right now, to be honest.
Meter.
Because we're kind of stuck. Kind of got a roadblock right now. And we can just talk out some logic.
Yeah.
I'm going to have him going at 25% speed while we're thinking.
How about 100% speed? As far as like screen sizing goes, what are you talking about right now? Or just like
I need my bourbon. I don't need it, but I actually am out of root beer, so I'm going to go grab it. I'm not muting the mic. I just
turn the camera off?
got rid of my webcam for a sec. Okay. We're back. All right. So, um,
Something to break out Notepad or Paint or something so we can do some math and whatever can be later form factors convenient for us.
Paint's probably the best.
Right now, our base resolution. So it's going to be 512 wide.
Yeah, but I want the canvas bigger than that.
Yeah. I mean, like here we're just drawing. So, like, just mathing out or whatever. So right now they're 512 by 288. Right now. That's the base resolution before we scale shit. You can just, this be exact. I would just label the sides or something, right? I mean, we want to visualize it do that, right? So that works. So it's 512 by 288. And then we scale that by 3 right now. Which makes it 1536 by 864. So that's right now. That's right now. Those numbers suck.
Those numbers do suck.
I don't know why that became. Yeah, I can't give a good reason to why those are our scale and our numbers we picked at the beginning. Other than the fact that they're 16 multiplied by something.
Yeah, we were making 16 tiles and we were just trying to decide. We were just trying to figure stuff out.
In tile size, let's see.
Matt G 316 says nobody wants to see you do this crap. Okay, all right. You can just say that you don't come from a loving family. It's okay. That's perfectly fine. We're just chilling. You don't wanna you don't wanna come hang out? Why'd you click? You gotta be awfully bored. Or just in a hateful mood. Somebody opened a bad pack of Pokemon cards 5 minutes ago.
I hate when it happens.
Yeah, I don't know. Somebody's mom didn't pay their rent. Alright,
Okay, so tile size we're dealing with 32 tiles wide.
32 wide. Okay.
And 18 tall.
Nobody wants to see you do this crap. Haters on the internet fucking kill me, dude.
Yeah.
Like, literally just type, I'm a fucking loser in my chat. It means the same thing. Like, go do something, dude. What a fucking freak. Alright. Sorry, what's up?
So tiles has what? So we said 32 by 18 right now. That's just in tiles, like just on that. I think what that scales into. How does that scale into something?
I don't know, man. We were just like playing around with tiles, and it just doesn't
512
work.
times 2.5 is 1280. 512 times 2.5 is 580. Or so it's just 1280. 288 times 2.5 is 720. So you multiply about 2.5 times, we get to 720p. Right?
Mm-hmm.
1280, but yeah, that's right. 1280 by 720. So I don't know how we got that number, but that scales up 2.5.
Well, we just weren't thinking about resolution at all.
No, we threw it together for
We were
Game
just
Jam.
drawing something for a game jam.
Yeah. So it could be 720p and 80 for like that'd be fine for what we're doing. It's all right. It doesn't matter if it's 1080p exactly, but you can't scale by 2.5 on pixel perfect graphics.
All right, folks.
Right.
Yeah.
Off topic.
Yeah.
I wouldn't bother.
Yeah. I'm just looking. I was just curious.
It's curious. No context needed.
Well, that's not even it.
No context needed.
No context needed at all.
No, that's it.
It is.
Yeah.
It's like an 8-year-old.
Imagine.
Who the hell?
I don't even want to. Don't even bother. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
So how do we scale?
What a joke. All right.
It's the internet.
It is. It
It's
is.
the internet for you.
Yeah. All right.
You know.
512, 288 is what we have.
The boring math, like screen resolution bullshit.
Yeah.
Let's see. So we scaled about 3 because we had to. We scaled about 2.5. It would have been great if it wasn't pixel perfect stuff. It would look fine, but
Mm-hmm.
let's do it even. If we scaled up by 4 is too much.
We kind of like have to do.
3 is our eyes. We do basically. It looks bad.
What if we scale it by 5? We can't go. We can't go more than 4.
4 is already more than 1080p. Yeah, basically 4 times is bigger than 1080p.
Yeah. Well, you can't do it and evenly scale what we currently have. You have to add tiles.
Correct. Once you're fine with like the black border around the screen on your full screen, make it fit. That's what it is right now. That's what it should do right now.
And we can't do like 3. Man, I don't know how this works out. 16 by 16 tiles.
I mean that maps out if you do more tiles. But here's what it looks like right now. Look at my screen. It's
I'm just trying to see what other people do.
Does it fit? Like right now on the screen, does it fit on my screen right now? If this looks fine to you on my screen right now, we can all go right by it. Does it look off at all? I don't.
I don't think so. I don't see anything that looks off. Why?
Oh,
What did you scale it by?
that didn't change anything. Feels like this looks fine, right? Nothing's being stretched. I can tell.
I don't think anything's being stretched.
It might just work then.
Regardless, we still have to make a new board.
Yeah.
How much bigger should that be?
Let me go back to that scene and change this project to not be full screen again. The default at least. Run this scene. I mean, like it is now, just scaled up whatever aspect ratio makes it take up the rest of this, right? So
That's what I'm thinking.
we get our measuring tool out. It's right. We can just weird to zoom. Would be enough to get it perfect right on the pixel. But can't scroll while doing that, can I?
Oh,
Feel like
God.
you.
Jeez. Okay, hold on.
So it's this whole area would be basically 400 wide, roughly 400. Like I remember that's so it's not exact. 400 wide and then 240 tall.
400 by 240?
That's in like before you scale it up pixels. Do the scales.
400 by 240.
It's like 410. Go yeah, exact 410 by 240. Be round more precise.
Okay.
But actually, what's the That's what I was saying, because we need to have room for the pages to be bigger. I feel like the way you did like the scaling of the wood and stuff is probably as fine as it is. It needs to be stretched, right? That's stretched. Like you have to actually adjust it, of course. But
Well, I might be able to resize it and then just touch it up.
Right.
That's what I'm thinking.
Well, you would.
I would set the canvas size.
Everything in the middle doesn't matter. We can wipe it out and draw new pages. Like,
yeah.
Because we can set it anyways.
So I'm gonna lock the ratio.
What's the ratio? But maybe it should be a 16 by 9 image as well, just in case. I don't know.
So this is 410, puts it at 264 tall. You said 240 tall?
Yeah, it's not proportional the way.
Is 410 divided by 260?
400 wide.
400? That's 258 tall.
That make it taller. It would have to take up more of the screen below it too.
How much screen are we looking at below it right now?
Roughly 50. 43. Something like that. I'll be out by a couple because it's
okay.
But
so you said 400 wide, 250 tall?
I just feel like
258 tall?
Do you feel like the bigger the board needs to be thicker slightly, probably, to make it look right?
I can clean all that up easier than I can remake
the board
whole
need to be
thing.
actually thicker when you scale it up. It's going to be the same size, just longer. They probably need to be a little bit thicker to scale to make up for the distance change, right?
Maybe not, because it's proportional. The board.
There's some weird stuff, though.
They are screwed
I
up.
feel like all the lines in the middle you have to redraw, like all the shading lines. Or leave them. I mean, but that's kind of weird. You can tell it's been resized.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, it might be easier to just redo it.
I would keep the original next to you and just redraw it like the same way, just bigger. Take it back to where it was, so you can just reference that, I guess. But it's
It's like perfect as is. Sucks.
I mean, the main reason we need to resize it is so we can fit a bigger font size, right? The only reason we need to resize it is because we need bigger pages. That's the only reason.
Okay, so we're gonna set it again real quick because we should put it in the game and see if that size looks okay before I touch it all up. Like we should test how much font space we have.
True.
So we're just gonna undo this.
Redo that, right?
Yeah, redo. But the width is already 310, so it's not really increasing by that much. Only going to 400.
True. It's being scaled up every on screen. It's 270 pixels difference on screen, technically. But I feel like if you just made the side and top boards longer and kept everything else exactly as is, with no scaling whatsoever, as long as we can fit 3 pages that fit the bigger font plus the icon, that's all that matters. Screen space doesn't matter as far as total screen space it fills. We can fill the rest of the screen space with more stuff if we need to. But we need the font to be legible. Again, like it's tricky too because once we change the font, it could change what needs the size needs to be legible. Figure it out.
I mean, like I said, I can redo it, no problem.
I would take that as a starting, make a copy of that as a starting point, and just like do the whole thing where you just like make the canvas size bigger, cut it in half, move it over, just cut the middle out and fill the middle in, right?
What do you?
I mean,
Okay,
like,
I get. I think I get what you're
I mean,
saying.
like copy that,
So
make a new file of
so
that,
we're gonna duplicate this.
or not the view, but like make a new file.
This is a new file.
Okay, is it?
Should be.
No, view is the same. You're looking at the same file.
What the frick? Okay.
I'm gonna do like a file save as you're on a different file completely because I don't, you know, we want to kind of keep the original one because it's for that side. It's
One at board 4.
right.
We're on 4.
One at board 4, final version 2.
Final version 2.
Final version
point
2.
4.
Final 01 in parentheses.
All right. So this is
like,
gonna be
to a canvas size change instead of a anchor to the left. Anchor, yeah, do a left anchor on the arrows. Change the width to like 400 or whatever you want it to be, and just do that. Or you can do one direction at a time if you want to, or just do it all. It doesn't matter. Well, I was gonna not. You were right where you were.
What's wrong?
Well, it was right where it was. Technically, well, I guess it doesn't matter. You can.
What?
I just figured changing one size, one direction at a time might be easier to like handle the dropping it and putting it together situation. Like making it wider first. Splitting it.
No, this will be fine.
Okay. Whatever works.
This will be fine.
You can start drawing to the right or to the top and just. Surgery.
I'm doing surgery on a grape.
Yeah, this will be proportionally just fine. And then before we like do all this, so you can erase. I mean, in the middle, you can just override with the default color in the middle once you get to that point. We can drop it in the game and see how it looks like. And I can scale what I got in the game up, the pages up, just to make them fit.
Yeah, and I'm gonna have to redo these lines probably.
Yeah.
But that's not a big deal, really.
Yeah. Pitching up's not too bad.
Okay, I should be able to paste this. Oh my god. Rob, they've built a second barn. Rob, they have built a second barn. What?
Nothing.
um, I love Background Town, man. Okay. This looks not proportional though.
You looking at me? Okay.
I feel like the board should be bigger now, which is fine if we
Yeah,
if
maybe.
we like I'm thinking like
sure.
I think there's just like one in all directions or something.
I think it looks fine, but again, you're right because yeah.
I don't really think I can draw either, man.
Originally.
Yeah, it's like shadow.
Oh,
it's like
okay,
a
I can tell. I couldn't tell
well, because like see how this board is
Yeah.
like on top of the other board.
Yeah, I couldn't tell.
So it should be
lit.
it should be lifted above the background. So there should be.
From this angle, the colors kind of blend together when it's zoomed out.
I
That's
mean,
me. That's me seeing it smaller than it's supposed to be.
yeah, and this is all screwed up, but that's fine.
They've seen worse.
They have seen
They've
worse.
seen worse.
For
But they will see worse.
They will. We are going to set them on fire. For testing purposes, do you want me to send this over to you now, or do you want? Do I need to do the? Do I need to do the white boxes again?
No. You don't need to do my boxes.
I don't.
No, I got those in the engine. I got those in the game.
Okay. All right. Good. Because I didn't want to do those. All right.
Those are just for testing, just to test proportions and stuff.
Okay. I'm gonna send this over to you. Wallboard for dash final version 2023 dash actually 2024 2.1.
The only commit when I have to release the browser because I know it's not right stuff.
I'm sending this over to you right now.
Wrong proportions right now.
Let's see, message.
Put it in the.
I'm gonna put it
in the drive.
I figured this was faster for now.
Yeah, that's right. I can do it. It's like, we need to commit this first. So I've got.
It is also already in the drive.
Cool.
Special customers. I'm gonna go ahead and add the Viking in here, and the King. Okay, those are in now as well in the drive. Okay, and then I'm gonna go over to your screen. Is that okay?
Give me a second.
Okay, let me know when you're ready.
Go close your tabs first.
Jesus.
So,
I'm gonna do that to like whenever I get to talk to the CEO next. That's what I'm doing. He's gonna be like, "What are you looking at?" I'll be like, "Wait, hold on. I have to close some tabs." All right, you can look now.
Add first version of that, then
First version of that.
first.
Oh, dude, I'm screen sharing.
That's fine. There's nothing here sensitive.
Sensitive information. Sensitive information.
All right, folks. I'm gonna get you stuff. That's fine. That's all. Four. All right, folks.
Okay.
That's,
What?
No, it was just your audit log channel from your Discord that I had in front of me. It's like I'm
Oh,
not sure right now.
okay. Yeah, I was on share for a split second, and you were in the GitHub.
Let me,
Is that fine?
let me get out of this close Discord, didn't I? Oh, it's open still. Okay.
Yeah, but
We're sharing still. Sharing still right.
yeah, it flashed like the Git page for a second though, but
No,
there
the Git
shouldn't
page
be
is
anything
fine.
on there.
No, the Git page is fine.
Yeah.
I said your Discord pulled up on like the average.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah, whatever. It happens.
That's okay.
We're good now.
You're not gonna quit opening weird shit. All right.
No.
Okay, we're watching your screen now. God, no one else has been in my chat, so that loser's comment is just staying there on the screen.
Deleted it.
Yeah, you can delete it from the logs, but it stays in the chat thing because I multi-stream.
Right. Oh yeah.
So it's just like there in the chat logs. I can clear it, but honestly, no, I want to publicly shame him. So if I ever
Yeah.
get big, people can look back and be like, "Who the hell's Matt?"
They publicly changed themselves.
And then click on it, and yeah, they're public. Yeah, we should throw tomatoes at this kid.
Well, I'm gonna change the sprite here, and it's gonna jack up everything.
It is gonna jack up
No,
everything.
it's not actually. It's actually not very jacked up.
Okay. Wait, we have so much more room. I didn't realize that because we grew it so much vertically. Like horizontally, it's not that much bigger. Vertically, it's huge. Like
It's probably when we will actually expand the image later too, just so it's a full screen size, so we can draw all the other stuff, all the hills and stuff. It's part of that image. That'll be easier for this one. In any case,
increasing the canvas size though and just moving the walls out was a great idea though. Because I would have spent like 2 hours redrawing that. And it needs to be touched up. But
make sure this is a copy value, 400 by 258.
it doesn't look horrible, honestly.
That. I'm gonna paste that so it scales stuff right. These papers should technically scale properly.
They should scale
Should.
properly.
Not have to do the fonts around.
Oh yeah.
Go over here. I'm gonna change our label. Just gonna change our font stuff back. That back to 16.
They're gonna scale fine because they're just a white box with a black line around it.
Just back to 16. This coin back to the big coin, right?
Yeah, I think so.
And then we just scale the whole thing up, which it might scale fine. It should scale fine, right? Want to be like,
But you need
how big should it be?
it's a percentage increase, right?
How much did we scale up the?
Shouldn't you go scale at the
I
bottom?
want to scale the.
You know,
I would scale the image, but I need to change the actual size of this thing to match what it's going to be now, right?
yeah.
So it's going to be like, what percent bigger was that? We went to 400
400
from
over 258.
went to 400. Click here real quick. We went to 400 from 310.
Okay.
About a 40% increase. Wait,
I did it wrong. 310 divided by 400, right? So it's point. It should be 22.5% bigger. That doesn't feel like a lot.
this needs to put some. What if it's do like we can ballpark here, right? This is gonna be like 980. We're gonna see what the box size change. It won't change the paper size yet.
80
Like
by
100.
like 110. I would do longer than that. You made it more square.
True.
It needs to be more of a rectangle.
This
Just do
times.
well.
I'm gonna round it back. 20% more. 98. 79. Around the 80 and 100. It's almost the same still.
I would do 80 and 100.
Do
Okay.
the same thing on this.
80.
Should just scale fine.
100.
It's set to keep size.
That's not big enough of a difference for another line of text, though.
Alright. Save this real quick. We got plenty of space to work with still. Right? We do.
Yeah, it can.
That's
It
why
can be a lot.
fit.
It can be a lot longer. Maybe they should just be taller.
This would be maybe wider too for more text.
Well, it should be a little wider, but you're not going to be able to fit two words in beside each other. No, we can't. I don't think so.
Square. We're gonna keep it square, obviously.
Even that's iffy. I would do.
Well, it's because I haven't wrap is on, right? Yeah.
I'm telling you, it's not going to work.
Zero flapping.
Look at how much longer it can be. Make them longer. Do like 130. Do like 130 on the Y. No, on the Y, on the Y. You can't increase the width anymore. It's going to look weird.
And scale the picture separate because the way I did the UI stuff here.
That doesn't look bad to me.
They just have to go back and just. That's fine. You take this. Do
You
this.
take the moon and you take the sun. You take everything that seems like fun. You stir it all up and then you're done. Rada, 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 rada. Come on in, feel free to do some looking. Stay a while, cause something's always
I
cooking.
did scale some stuff up on
Come
that.
on
a little
in,
bit on
feel
that,
free
but
to
it was
do
fine,
some
so it
looking.
is what it is.
Stay a while, cause something's always cooking, yeah. Anyways. That's gonna have to double in size,
No, it's
basically.
not.
Dude, it's so tiny. That's so tiny. Well, they need to be spaced apart
obviously.
still. Well, yeah, obviously. Oh boy, 12 pixels.
So the third one, let me just take that. Measure.
This is so tedious. 10. It's gotta move to the left 2 pixels, bucko. 1, 2. Okay, that's 12. And now we need to find the difference for the middle one.
I moved it 2x, didn't I? I did.
Yeah.
I already moved the other one down somehow. No, I didn't.
No, you didn't. What are you doing? All right.
Did I get it? Did I get
I
it?
think you might have gotten it. 12? 12?
They're all 12.
They're all 12. Wait. 12 pixels apart. P. Diddy does not live in my house.
Okay. You can go down a little bit.
We could make them longer. Oh, they do need to go down, though. They probably shouldn't be any longer. They probably should just be more weighted towards the center.
Move. Let me just do. Yeah, we can. Let's do a little bit of that. That about right? It could be up, down. I don't know.
I feel like the icon is still too small. But we can't double the size.
So we're gonna kind of leave it more like up, aren't we? Like towards the top right.
It should be a little higher. There should be it should be thinner at the top.
That ain't terrible. Again, I'm taking up the whole screen. Yeah, we're gonna fix that. But
Double the local honey size.
like text,
No, the pot needs to be ginormous.
that's fine.
It's so
We
small.
were gonna put a border on it too originally. I saw it. Maybe we weren't. I don't remember.
Nah, no border. Free floating icon.
mouse over the whole thing, and it just like highlights, and then it'll mouse over and give you some description of. That's a big little banner, a little like paper looking banner that's like there at the bottom.
Whenever you buy the honey upgrade, it should like there should be like golden drips for like 3 seconds from the ceiling of the upgrade menu. It should go. I'm so excited for Background Town. You don't understand. That's gonna be the highlight of this game.
Honestly, we might just kind of draw this out to the full screen with just the right. It's the. I don't know. We'll figure that out.
Oh, the blue.
So right now it's still the center on the screen. We're not drawing.
It's not gonna be centered on the screen.
It won't be.
Eventually.
I mean, right now it could be centered still, and you could still have icons on the side.
Yeah.
We'll work it. We'll make it work first. Let's see. That's higher priority. This is not bad though. I think the icon is plenty big, but once you're gonna draw off like doubling the size of it wouldn't make it look good. You have to redraw it. It's higher pixel resolution. Like that's what it would entail to make it look good. If you're gonna make it bigger. Because I want the icon to be reusable because in this it can show on the sidebar with all the ones you've got already, right? So you can have it show like this. I mean, let's just like, right? You're fine, right? Let's just do this. Let's what if we just for testing here? Where's our assets? Not UI. I put it in the upgrades folder because they're not just UI stuff. Like just have so oh yeah, you got these upgrades like that's there. Like obviously just very rough, like dropping them over here, right? All
Yeah.
games do this kind of stuff. I have like Survivor style games and stuff like that, roguelikes, right?
Well,
We run that. That was bigger, or I guess that's smaller. It was whatever, right?
the apple shouldn't be bigger. It should have all been in a 32 by 32. Is it not?
It is. It just uses the whole width.
It
right?
uses
the rest
the whole
don't
thing.
use the whole width.
The
I guess that's the only one that's so far down. I mean, there'll be more to use the full width as well. Just right now, that's the only one that uses the full like height and width of that.
Yeah.
But like that'd be kind of the idea where it shows your current upgrades along the side.
My only thing is,
Versus if you have too many of them.
if you have too many, where do they go?
That's why we need two columns, and probably which means moving the board to the right.
Well, we could do 2 columns and have a number. So, like, if you get 2 apples, there's a 2 that pops up to the left of the apple.
Yeah. It could go across the top of the screen too, technically, if we adjusted it as such to fit that. Or it could be something that's like context sensitive where you bring up the menu, a mouse note or something, and it shows you all of them at once and or something.
Yeah.
Just random thought. But yeah, I mean, that's kind of the idea. That's kind of what we're thinking, though. Like, we have to adjust sizes and persistence a little bit, of course. But, like, I like the idea of, like, yeah, all your current stuff's on the side. Somewhere on the screen is going to show you, like, your current, like, money and stuff, so you're aware of your...
Well, the actual wanted board needs to scoot over to the right more.
Yeah, it will. Yeah, the exact positioning wasn't focused right now, but the size is going to work just fine, I think.
Yeah. Okay, so I'll next meeting I'll touch up the wanted board and fix like the wood grain, fix Background Town, make a couple different variations of the town in the background. So that's what I'm gonna do next meeting then.
Yeah, that works out. That'll work pretty well. I think it's legible. I think whatever font we use is going to be pretty legible.
It's a lot.
Make sure it fits.
It's a lot easier to read the text for sure.
Yeah, it was way too small on the other version. Just I got it down duplicated kind of like abruptly. It's kind of funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, like but
Background Town.
I still like the idea. We're gonna we'll definitely do some little very subtle like the little dudes just moving back and forth and stuff like that.
I feel like the hammer needs to be bigger now.
Probably. Just put a Warhammer on the board.
The hammer needs to be bigger. The Plague Doctor wanted poster needs to be a little bigger. I mean, maybe
Doesn't have
not.
to be. I feel like small pieces are fine, but I think we should have some extra little things that could appear on the board. Just that's not high priority by any means, right?
Yeah.
But just to have it kind of random, like what's pinned to the board each time, just
Definitely getting the upgrades actually
yeah.
working is higher priority.
That's against have to each run. What's an improvement?
Yeah.
We know where we're going with it now. Or most of the way, right? At least. More so than we did.
So this will fix. Does this fix our scaling issue entirely then?
You don't have to worry about it, I don't think. I think it looks fine full screen.
Yeah.
It's one of those things where it gets kind of weird just because of the way it does it, but
I mean, it's not actually. It doesn't actually scale the image. It does like a. It scales the image, but
yeah, I mean that's all GPUs do is
it scales it, but it scales it in a way that's not just like. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm very tired right now.
You have to be smart about it.
It's like a virtual scaling
It's like upscaling.
rather than like it's like upscaling exactly.
Which means that, modern GPUs do it in a pretty efficient way.
CT said, "What's the game?" So this is the Forbidden Flask. You play a barkeep in a medieval tavern, and the kingdom that your bar is in or your tavern is in has outlawed potion making. So it's like a crime, like magic is a crime. And people will come in your tavern, you serve them drinks and whatnot. It's like a normal tavern. But in the back, you have a cauldron where you can make potions and stuff, and you can sneak them to people when the guards aren't looking and make extra money. So it's like a old like those diner style games, but it's also got like a roguelike mechanic because you can buy upgrades with your money, and you can buy new taverns, upgrade your tavern when you make more money, and that's kind of the incentive is to like see how long of a run you can last. So you can play it safe and just like give out ale and whatever like legal goods, or if you want to buy like the big upgrade at the end of the day or whatever, you need to try and peddle these potions and watch out for the guards. So it's super cool. It started as just a game jam concept, but we really liked like the lore that we had built for it. So we've continued working on it for like another 5 months almost. Well,
it's getting up there.
Yeah, it's about 4 months.
True. Yeah, it's already almost
over. About 4 months. Yeah, we've continued working on it, and we have it greenlit on Steam.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Page is going to be up very soon. We have to get the
page will be up in the next, hopefully in the next
week,
few days to a week. All we have left to do is put screenshots.
Yeah, they want all those different banner sizes.
There's a billion things you need to list a game on Steam. It's ridiculous. But we have most of like
almost done.
Like we have temporary like placeholder logos and stuff that are the right aspects, sizes and stuff. Yeah. We're
next time probably is we need to get that Wrestle's Assets Empire on our next session most likely, and then we'll be good.
Yeah, I think we can have the Steam page posted by Saturday.
Well, pending approval.
Pending approval, yeah.
Yeah, because they make you, whole thing, right?
Yeah, that whole thing.
Assuming how Game In feels, right?
Exactly.
It could be one day, it could be several days, depending on how busy they are, approval stuff.
Mm-hmm. So anyway, this is the like a wanted board, and we're resizing a bunch of things right now, so that's why there's like two. It's distorted a little bit. We've been playing around with the resolution, so that's why there's like 2 barns and 2 farms in the background. But this needs to be touched up a little bit, but this is kind of the idea.
It's not placeholder. Honeypot's perfect.
Yeah. Sounds good. Get that Steam page and email list going. Hell yeah, man. The
We're working
YouTube.
on it.
Yeah, so I stream and do all kinds of stuff from this YouTube channel, but the main YouTube channel is CowHammer on YouTube. Um, and we're on TikTok and stuff. Uh, we don't have an exact release day, but it will be sometime in Q1 of 2025. So around like the mid to late January, maybe like first week of February, somewhere in there is what we're shooting for. But yeah, thanks for the sub, man. I appreciate it.
That scale is going to work just fine, I think. I asked him to, put it all up pretty much now, so I get it.
Yeah.
But yeah, we don't have to worry about the resolution. It's fine as it is. Let's see.
I've used Godot a little bit, but I suck. LOL. Plan on doing a project soon on it though. Wishing all the best of luck. Nice night. My sub. Thanks, man. Dude, you are awesome.
Hey, we appreciate it.
Yeah, we appreciate it a lot. Like we said, this is like a big passion project for us. We have never made a game together before. We're like starting this thing together. We have friends making like custom music for us. We're doing all the art from scratch, all the code from scratch. So it's like a huge like endeavor. But I appreciate the support, dude. Good luck on starting with Godot. It's
Fun.
it's fun. It's fun for sure.
Work, but it's fun.
Yeah. Yeah. Doing like signing up for a game jam is probably one of the best things you can do, to be honest.
Sure, I've done several, and that's like,
Yeah. Because like the time pressure and the restrictions and everything, it's a great environment to kind of force you to learn. And then you have all the other people that are also doing the jam that you can follow along and learn stuff from as well. So it's super good. I would highly recommend it. Are you ready to wrap up?
yeah, I think that's probably a good stopping point for tonight. We got that kind of figured out. I need to get some of the back end code working for that, which will be work on the next few days probably.
Yeah.
Then we'll pick it up again.
Sounds good. All right. Well, we're gonna wrap up here. This Saturday, I'm going to work on that wanted board, clean up that art, work on the background town stuff, and then probably work on some more upgrade icons. We're missing a couple.
Yeah,
But I think that's what we're doing next Saturday. And then also just getting kind of the upgrades starting to work as well. But thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for hanging out. And I'll see you all Saturday. Bye-bye. Rob Wave. All right.